Hi guys, hi everybody. Should I start now from... Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about regularization in Spain. Sorry, we have some technical issues, so I want to be sure that you can see me, you can hear me. So today guys, I will tell you everything about this huge news. Massive legalization in Spain. We live, everything good? Okay, perfect. So, guys, maybe you hear about that, but I think it's everywhere now in every news, in every newspaper, that in Spain, Pedro Sanchez, our prime minister, he said that, guys, if you're illegally here in Spain, we will give you legalization, we will give you legal status. I actually think that it's amazing news. I actually think that it's amazing because we know that on another part of the world, politics are more aggressive, and we know that how ICE is acting. So of course Spain, it's kind of really opposite of that. So here in Spain we already had previous legalizations. Like 20 years ago it was legalization of almost 200 people. 30 years ago it was legalization almost of 500,000 people. So it's like every 10, 20 years in Spain, we are repeating this, So that's why Spain is famous for that, actually. So a lot of people, they are coming directly to be illegally here. They're coming as tourists, then they stay, and then they're waiting for next wave of massive legalization. And every 10, 20 years, Spain do it, So it's like waiting, worse to wait, So this year, 27th of January of 2026, our government give us a draft, okay, of a royal decreto, where we can see that they actually want to legalize everyone who don't have paper on one hand, papers, but on another hand, they lived more than 5 months in Spain. So if you come to Spain before 31st of December of 2026 and you lived in Spain more than 5 months, you can apply for this regularization. So I actually think that it's really important to talk to you about that, and it's the first live on my YouTube channel in this year, in 2026, and I think that this news is important enough to talk about this in my live. And then I plan to make a big article on my webpage, dreamlifespain.com, and you can check more information there. Okay, so I will give you all the details that I have for today, but till 6th of February, they will check everything about this draft. Okay, so now we have actually public hearing about this document. So till 6th of February, they will make the changes, they will make the checks, and then during the February, they will renew this document, and I think maybe in the beginning of March, they will give the final version in BOE, Boletín Real de Estado. And then, from the next day, when they will give BOE, we can use this document and we can apply for this exceptional new residency that they invent. Because actually it's interesting, because in Spain we already have arraigo. It's actually a type of legalization when you are illegally here, but you have the contract, or you have a money, or you plan to open the business, and after 2 years of living illegally, you actually can obtain the chance to actually be legal. But now what they say, that you don't need to live here 2 or 3 years, only 5 months. If you lived here only 5 months, if you have non-criminal certificate, if you can prove that you have here family, or you lived more than 5 months, or you have the job contract, then you can apply for this type of residency. And then they will check your documents during 3 months, and then you will obtain residency for 1 year. I actually like the approach for that, because they are saying that 500,000 people can obtain residency, but I understand that not everybody from these 500,000 have everything to apply, So some people, they will have problems with the contract, some people, they will have problems with the non-criminal certificate, some of them don't have a passport that is actually actual, no? So I think maybe 200,000, 300,000 people can obtain this residency, but still, it's a huge number, okay? So I will start from the beginning. What is the context of this regularization and why exactly now? Actually, exactly now, I just finished to read the news from France. And in France, they're saying that, wow, Spain is really optimistic and wow, Spain want to give papers to half million of people. We can imagine that in France, because in France, everybody is kind of a little bit contra, of immigrants. But in Spain, a lot of Spanish people, they say that, wow, that's too much. Wow, we don't want it. On one hand, but on another hand, we know that in Spain, we have really, let's say, good level of immigration. A lot of people, they're coming from Latin America with amazing education, with already language, with already maybe family living here, but they cannot obtain the visa because of, bureaucratic monster, So now a lot of people who actually working here, even paying taxes, they can obtain documents and they can be legal. So actually it's a huge step for the people who want to be legal, but they just can't or couldn't make it in the past. So now they have this huge opportunity. So what is the context of this regularization now? First of all, is demographic challenges in Spain. Okay, so aging population with low birth rate. Okay, then Spain is needing now young, dynamic workforce to sustain economic growth, and pension system under pressure. Okay, so that's first, demographic challenge. Okay, second one, it's labor market reality. 3 million foreign workers registered in 2025, historic maximum. So now you need to understand that in Spain is living 50 million of people and 10 million of them, they are foreigners. Okay, so every fifth person. So in Spain, we have a lot of tourism, we have a lot of, let's say, business and economy is growing, but someone need to work, and someone, it's have to be foreigners because they know language, they have education, and they are ready for these challenges. So 77 of new self-employed registration in 2025 were foreigners, 77%. Imagine, 77% of new self-employed registrations in 2025 were foreigners. Huge number, okay? So a lot of foreigners, they are coming and they are not just working, for example, in agriculture, or they are helping for the elderly. No, a lot of them, they actually open the businesses. They're actually really helping to economy. They are making their IT companies. They are open their coffee shops. They are helping, to the economy, like really helping, social reality, hundreds of thousands of people already living, working and contributing to Spanish society, but irregularly, and legal framework. A lot of people who are here illegally, they just don't have any type of regularization to be legal here. And that's another problem, because actually it's really easy to say, oh, why you don't have papers? But actually maybe you have everything, but it didn't work. They denegate your visa no matter that all your papers were right. It's on one hand. On another hand, maybe you apply for your documents and they give documents for the wife, but they didn't give documents for the husband. And nobody knows why, because the documents, they were the same, And we have a lot of questions too about families. Because, for example, son from Colombia came to Spain and he's working here. And he want to invite his wife or his children or his mother, but he can't because they can't obtain the visas. So what they're doing, they're coming here and they're living here illegally because they want to live with their family, but they cannot obtain their legalization. So it's not black and white when we are talking about illegal status or legal status. So a lot of people, they actually want to have documents, but they can't. So now, with this new law, with this new actually idea from Pedro Sanchez, it can be possible. So we have two pathways to legalization, okay, two. So pathway number one is for international protection applicants. So if you want to obtain international protection and they didn't give you response till 31st of December, you can apply for this legalization. Because we know that international protection, you can wait years. A lot of people, they're waiting 2 years, 3 years, 5 years for obtaining the answer. So now, if you're waiting here, you're living here, you're working here, and you still don't have the papers, you can actually apply for this type of legalization. It's way number one, okay? Way number two, everybody who is living here before 31st of December of 2025. But you need to complete requisitos. You need to actually have the rights one of three. Okay, so it's important. So option one, you are living here more than 5 months before 31st of December. Option B, option two, you have family here. So your family is living here and you want to actually be legal with your family here. And option three, it's actually a little bit tricky because I don't know how everybody, all these hundreds of thousands of people will actually prove this. But option number three, option C, it's vulnerability. Okay, so you need to go to social services, you need to prove that you are in a vulnerable position and you actually need to obtain certificate of vulnerability, and with this certificate you can apply for legalization. I understand that it's actually a little bit fantastic, you know, because I imagine that a lot of people, they will try to obtain a lot of documents in such a short period of time, and maybe it will be impossible, but I hope that Spain will be a little bit prepared for that. Because first of all, what I want to suggest to you that if you want to obtain another type of residence, please apply now. Because you need to understand that from April to June, they will be amazingly busy with all these applicants, okay? It's the first suggestion. Second one, you need to prepare all the documents already, okay? Because you need to imagine that during 3 months, only during 90 days, hundreds of thousands of people, they will try to apply and they will try to obtain the residency. So I'm 100% sure that even the page of extranjería will be like, you know, down. So you need to understand that you need to be prepared and you need to be fast, okay? So what permit you can obtain? First of all, you can obtain 1 year residency permit. Residence permit, it will be valid for 1 year all over the Spain. You can work for yourself, you can work for someone else. Okay, so you can open your company, you can register your self-employment as called in Spain autónomo, or you can work for another employer. Okay, so 1 year residency with permit to work, and then you can modify this permit to another permit. Okay, so for example, after 1 year, you can obtain work visa, you can obtain high qualified visa, you can apply for cuenta propia, you can apply for working for yourself visa. Okay, then you will have protection from deportation. It's actually interesting because, for example, if you have deportation list and they are saying to you, oh, you need to leave country in 10 days, actually you can wait till April, don't leave the country and apply for this residency because you are illegally and you are staying in the country. And what I like about this actually legalization, the children can get 5-year residency permit. So if, for example, parents, mom and dad, they will have 1 year residency, the children, they will have 5-year residency, okay? And it's really important actually to apply together. I always suggest parents to apply with the kids. And children's status, it will be independent from parents, okay? So guys, what you need to prepare? It's really important, as I said before, you need to be fast and you need to be like really streamlined, you know? So you need to prepare, first of all, criminal record certificate, okay? And important, it has to be apostille. Okay, and we know that in different countries it's worked differently. Okay, so for example, from one country, criminal record certificate, it's working till the date that you can see on the certificate. Some criminal record certificate, they're working 6 months, and some of them, they're working only 3 months. Okay, so it's really important to have criminal record certificate and it's have to be fresh. Okay, to the date that you apply for the residency. Then you need to prove that you are living 5 months in Spain. How you can prove it? First of all, padrón, empadronamiento, municipal registration. Okay, then you can show rental contracts, utility bills, bank statements, medical records, school enrollment documents, and any document showing your presence in the country. For example, any document that you are buying food in Mercadona, you know, or you are going to the gym, or you are going to the library, okay, that you are here and you go here during 5 months. And then you need to show passport, and I know that, for example, People from Venezuela, they don't have, a lot of them, they don't have passport. So you need to try to have it, because you need to scan all the pages of your passport to prove that you didn't leave the country in the last months, okay? And you need to pay application fee. It's called TASA, and I don't know which number it will be, but I don't think that they will take a lot of money for that. I think the TASA will be like 16 euro or maybe, I don't know, 50 euro max, okay? So if you will apply through your employment, you need to show employment contract, okay, or proof of past work that you work in the past. For example, pay slips, contracts, witness statements, or bank transfers. It will be enough, okay? If you apply with the family, you need to show birth certificates of the kids, you need to show marriage certificates if applicable, you need to show proof of family relationship, of course. And it's really important to have children's school enrollment certificate. It will be really useful, okay, this document. And if you will apply through a vulnerability, option C, option 3, you need to show certificate from social services or certificate from registered NGO or simply being in irregular status, okay? So what will happen? What will happen? It's important to know. So now, till 6th of February, they will check this draft and they will say, okay, we want to change this, we want to add this, we want to borrow that. Okay, that's stage number 1. Then from February 6th till, I think, till the end of February, they will actually put all these news moments here, And then I think from March, they will give us this like final version, this BOE, and then from the next day it will be, you know, in the working mode. So they say that from April till the 30th of June, you can apply for this residency. So another really important advice that I can give you, please register a digital certificate. Okay, because it will give you the right to be fast, to actually apply by yourself, for yourself, through the Mercurio, okay, through the Extranjeria webpage. So I think, of course, you always can ask us for help. My lawyers in Dream Life, they will be happy to help you, or you can do it by yourself. But it's really important to be in time, you know, because I know that a lot of people, they will be kind of in rush, they will be in stress, and then they, you know, they pass the time. So it's really important to have all the documents prepared, and in April, in the first days, try to be fast as you can. Then, June 30, they will close the application. Okay, this is hard deadline. I'm 100% sure that if you will apply 1st of July, it will not work already. And then they say that in 15 days after your application, they will give you the right to work already. But I think that they need to write in the, you know, on the web page, in admission, like they're checking your documents, you know. So I think you will apply, then they will change the status, then you can start to work, and then in 3 months, in 90 days, they give promise that they will check your documents and they will give you residency. And then you need to go and apply for residency card for TIE, okay? But I think you need to be ready that it will take more time. It will be longer than 90 days, 100%, I'm sure, you know why? Because already in this document, they write, no, our territory administration will not be involved and it will not require money or additional people. But it's not true, because if you need to check like 200,000 applicants, you need to have more hands for that, you know. And I know how in Spain they're actually really good with ideation, but sometimes they're really bad with execution, okay? So I'm 100% sure that a lot of people will apply for this residency, and I think that waiting time will be longer than 90 days, okay? So that's another way you need to be prepared. And why it's important now for Spain? Because they say we want a cultural diversity, we have demographic necessity, that's already said. It will help us with economic growth, and we have 3 million registered foreign workers, and we like kind of how foreign workers are doing in our country, and we want to give them kind of legalization if they in need. But guys, I need to explain you this situation a little bit deeper. Everybody maybe read about all these happenings with our trains here in Spain, that we have speed train line and we have some huge accidents with little actually results. So now everybody is saying that our Prime Minister, he tried to kind of, change the attention from one failure to another kind of victory. So I don't know if it's right, if it's wrong, but I know that a lot of people, they're saying that it's all about politics, it's all about votes, and Pedro Sanchez, he's trying to be kind of good man who will have kind of a lot of supporters, because all these people who will obtain papers, of course, they will be in his favor, because like everybody will be like, thank you so much, you are giving us this opportunity. So interesting that they are saying that we are waiting for increased tax collection, we want to reduce informal economy, and we want to actually give regularization for everybody who want to work in our country. So actually, like when you're reading all this news, it sounds like really logical and really optimistic, but I really hope that it will work as they say it, because on one hand, it's to write document, on another hand, it's actually to make it work. So I actually really hope that it will work here in Spain. And I think that's all what I have for today. How we are doing? No, okay, we don't have comments, because I know that a lot of my subscribers from my English speaking channel, they are from all over the globe. So I know that a lot of people, they will watch this live in recording later. But please, guys, when you will watch this live, please write your question, okay, here below in comment section, and I will give you more information on that. And I'm actually really waiting for official final document. Okay, so when they will give us this document, I will make new video with all the details, with all the list of documents, with all the steps, okay? And then with our help or by yourself, you will have a chance to actually obtain legalization. And on another hand, I just want to add some small stuff that a lot of people are saying that, wow, Spain is doing it now, and then a lot of people, they will come again to be illegal because they still will wait for the legalization. But I know that here it's really sometimes hard to obtain the documents. So I'm really glad that everybody who need this and they really want to be here, they really have family, they really have job, they just want to pay taxes and live, like totally legally, they will obtain this opportunity. So guys, I hope that will be useful for you. Please subscribe to my Instagram. It's the same name that it's here in YouTube, Alina Kaba. And I will see you in the next video. And every end of the month, every Thursday, last Thursday of the month, I will be here live, sharing with you all the secrets and all the insights from the relocation in Spain and global relocation. So see you in the next one, and wish you I actually see one question I think I can answer to before I say goodbye. Can you tell me if some come after 31st of December who can apply? I don't think, actually, I don't think that after 31st of December you can apply, because it's for the people who came before 31st of December. But maybe they will give us some changes and they will change it. But I don't think so. I think it's exactly for the people who came before 31st of December. Okay, but I hope that you will have another opportunity to obtain your legalization. Okay, so guys, I wish you an amazing day, amazing week, and see you in